I'm Asia.
I'm Christina.
And this is a space where we share real stories
From tender hearts.
and have brave conversations.
This is the Humble and Honest Podcast.
Welcome back.
To the Humble and Honest Podcast.
Today we do have a guest. But let's start off with... Whoa. Before we start, how are your ladies' hearts today?
My heart today it's full.
Oh,
Full
yay.
of love, full of gratitude. I feel happy.
Oh, I love that. How about you, Christina?
I feel like my heart is always full. Like, I might be going through it mentally right now, but my heart is full. Like, I'm grateful for everything that's going on.
No.
Yeah.
Yay.
What about you, sis?
My heart is also full, which is great. I'm glad that all of our hearts are full. Yeah, on the way here, I was listening to worship. I was like fighting my tears. I was like, I feel so good today. I don't know what it
I love
is.
that.
Yeah, I was like
I
so
love
happy, so excited. So, yeah, that's my heart's great. I'm feeling good.
I'm happy for you because I know like you were going through it too.
Yeah.
We like switched.
No, which is great. So me and her, we talk every day. We're friends before this. And it's funny because like our emotions harmonize so well. Like if she's going through it, I'm somehow stronger, but then I'll go through it and she's somehow stronger.
Yeah.
It's nice.
I love it.
Those types of pairs make the greatest friends.
Yes,
It's like sisterhood.
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
So what's a small win you guys celebrated this week? Since all of our hearts are full.
I think a small win I had this week was definitely pouring back into myself. I think like as a mom of two and juggling everything that comes with being a mom in life and business, I definitely kind of forgot about myself for the last 2 years. So I feel like this past like 2-3 weeks, I've actually been taking time to like move my body and just,
Oh, yay.
you know, like put myself first, even like get ready.
Yeah.
Like yesterday I was just like, man, this is the first time I've gotten ready in like a while. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I need to start like taking some time to myself and just feeling good.
Yeah, you look good, you feel good, you know?
For sure.
Like yesterday too, so a small win for me would have to be like I made it to the gym and doing things that I didn't want to do because I haven't been like motivated at all. So it's more of just like discipline. And yesterday I just felt so like ugly, you know, like not cute. So then I got ready and then my cousin was like, I'm going to the gym, you better come. And I was like, okay, like I actually feel confident. And then I made it to the gym.
Yay.
Yeah.
That's good. It's always nice to have someone accountable or that keeps you accountable. A small win for me. Oh, it was my birthday this week. So I guess that was.
Oh, yeah.
So
Happy birthday.
thank you. Yeah. So my birthday was last Monday. I didn't really feel like celebrating it this year. But God gave me another year. So I'm grateful for that. All right, let's get into it. So for those who don't know you, go ahead and introduce yourself, Rachel, and tell everybody who you are.
Hi, everyone. My name is Rachel Gomez. I am the founder and creator of Viva la Bonita. I have 2 boys, so I'm a mom of 2. Let's see what else. I'm a Scorpio sun.
I love Scorpios.
Libra rising. So,
Yes.
yeah, that's me.
LA native for sure.
Yeah, well, I'm a Valley girl, born and raised. I was born in Van Nuys, and I grew up in Pacoima, and now I have a home in the Valley. So I'm a Valley girl until I die. I love the Valley.
I love that. I have a
It's
few
hot
friends
over
from the
here.
Valley too. And I have nothing but good things to say about them. I like people from the Valley.
Yeah, honestly, the Valley is a great place. I mean, we're still a part of LA. We're still so close to LA. I just feel like when you live in the Valley, you're so close to everywhere, and like the Valley just has so much culture.
Yeah.
So many like good, hardworking people.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I love the Valley.
Yeah.
You guys have a lot of good food trucks too.
Yes,
Facts.
The food is amazing.
Sorry, I'm a foodie.
So with you being the founder and creator of Viva la Bonita, what does it represent? What's the brand about?
Yeah, so Viva la Bonita, I feel like it's evolved since its inception. So
When did it start?
let's go back to the beginning.
Yes.
So
Run it back real quick.
yeah, so in 2015, I kind of had the idea for a while when I started, when I was back in fashion school. So the concept of something like Viva la Bonita was basically the concept of like my entrance program to school. I went to FITM in downtown.
Oh, I've heard good things about that one.
Yeah, so it's a really good experience, really good learning experience, and it taught me a lot. But definitely my career in retail is where I basically had like a front row seat to like brand building, community building. So I definitely started to treat Viva la Bonita as something that I really wanted to like fruition into something real.
Yeah.
So it was a side hustle for a while. It was a side hustle. I was still working, I was a full-time store manager, and I wanted to create a brand that really was something that was really positive and representative for the Latina community, because I'm a Latina. I'm part of the Latina community. That's what I know best. And I had this front row seat to all these really cool like surf and streetwear brands. And I'm like, okay, these are literally just powered by community. They have like culture, and so that was Viva la Bonita. It was basically an idea from like 2015 to about 2016. And I started to create like products that I felt would empower the Latina community.
Nice.
Whether it was like creating like a t-shirt or creating like a quote for the day. I really just wanted to create something that empowered the community. And organically in like 2016, we started to get girls that were like, wait, I love this.
Yeah.
Like, what is Viva la Bonita? I want more. So once I kind of saw the buzz of the support that we were getting online, I was like, okay, this can turn into something really, really powerful. So I started hustling. I started making t-shirts with quotes that I felt that empowered the Latina community. Really started to tell the story of what Bonita meant. Bonita is like, it's like your essence. It's your aura. It's not just how you look. It's who you are as a person, and it's your mindset. So we really, really like zoned in on making sure that we were storytelling through our products and basically reminding the Latina community, you don't have to look a certain way, speak a certain way. Like, if you are Latina, you are Latina enough. You don't have, it's not a one size fits all. Yeah. So we really make sure that we continue to tell that in our storytelling. So I would say 2017 is when I basically took a risk and I didn't go back to work for my maternity leave.
Wow.
That's when I had my firstborn, and I was like, I really need to make this work. And we really just started to, again, zone in on community building. Okay, cool. We're creating this product. What's the story around this product? We want it to be more than just t-shirts. We want it to be more than just like actual like tangible goods. It was more about how is the community going to receive this? And again, this was around, I have to give credit where it's due. And we were approached by an up and coming Latina publication at the time. So this was like around the time, like it was the rise of like online Latina publications. Like now we have so many of them, but in 2017, it was the rise, and they were like, hey, we want to write an article on you.
Oh.
I'm like, sure. Free PR, are you kidding? And they did a really beautiful article on us, and I feel like that's kind of what catapulted us in that moment. We reached the masses, and ever since then, we've been, again, outfitting the Latina, basically her whole essence. Like, it's her mindset, it's her fit, it's how she lives her life, it's her, how she wants to, come out to the world. And it's definitely turned into this generational brand that truly does honestly embody just the whole essence of what it is to be a strong Latina, bonita mujer. I don't know.
I love that.
Yeah, it's been a journey.
Yeah.
It's a long story, but
yeah,
no,
it's a
I
lot.
love
Having
it.
a brand is a lot.
It's very powerful.
yeah. Thank you.
Okay, so the name itself, Viva la Bonita, carries so much power. What does it mean to you personally?
To me personally, being a bonita is who you are as a person. It's showing up fully as yourself, where you're at, and being proud of yourself.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's our aura, it's our essence, and I feel like when, you know, you move with intention and live in authenticity, and your whole, you know, you're focusing on just being a good person and being kind to yourself. That to me is being a bonita. It's following your dreams, like unapologetically being like, you know what, I want this for me, and I'm gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
So
I love that.
yeah, it's your vibe, it's your essence.
I love that
For sure, 100%. So with that, like, how has your heritage and upbringing, especially being from like the Valley and things like that, how has it influenced your brand's identity and the storyline? And
I come from very, very strong women. I was raised by 3 incredible women who weren't afraid to do it alone. And do it alone, meaning just anything, life, you know? And they always taught me, like, I always joke and I'm like, dude, like, my family believed in me so much that sometimes I feel like that contributes to like my delulu-ness.
I love that though.
I can do it.
I love that because I'm the same
Delulu.
thing. I literally joke about it because I'm like, my mom's probably so over it because I have a dream and I'm like, let's go. And my mom's like, just do it. Just go ahead.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter though, you know?
No, yeah. So, I mean, just growing up and always, you know, kind of seeing my family and the women in my family honestly go through all the trials and tribulations they went through and just come out on the other side without becoming a bad person and still being humble and still, you know, moving with love. It's really contributed to who I am today as a person, for sure. And I think experiencing the community that powers Viva la Bonita, we all have a common ground. We all have different stories, but it all goes back to, dude, I want better for myself. And I deserve to dream bigger, and I deserve to have things I desire. So just being around like our own community, our customers, just continues to really keep things in perspective for me and kind of just keep me in line and keep me on that mission.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, so did the recent current events with being an LA native and all the ICE raids affect your brand at all?
Yeah, I mean, everything going on with ICE has impacted our community in so many ways.
Yeah.
I think everybody is just feeling so heavy, and it's hard to not be affected by what you're seeing online. So I think for us, you know, I've definitely been feeling the heaviness, and not just within my community, but within like, you know, my personal space and within my family. And it's hard to not wake up in the morning and just have like this cloud of fear just kind of like hovering over. True. And, you know, we're on the internet, we're consuming so much so fast now that it's a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing because you're like, no, this is happening every day, and it's happening so close to home. These are things that I think we just didn't think would happen in the Valley. We didn't think they would come to LA. And then overnight, you're like, oh my God, people are literally being kidnapped. And
like even where I live in the IE, so
it's happening everywhere.
Yeah.
And it like I said, it's good to know, it's good to be informed, it's good for us to have that reality check and being like, no, this is what's going on, and this is how we have to continue to show up for our community.
Yeah.
So I think my mission is to just continue to pour out positivity, you know, in our little internet space we're taking up, and reminding our community, like, we're here. We deserve to be here. You still deserve to push through, dream big, and we're going to overcome this because community is all we have. And I think right now the Latino community is they've really come together.
Yeah. And like, it's crazy because I live in downtown LA. So when everything happened, like you said, overnight.
Yeah.
I remember being so uncomfortable. And like, I'm Filipino. So a lot of people are like, this doesn't affect you. I'm like, my parents are immigrants too, guys.
Yeah.
Like, they're swiping anybody at this point that has color in their skin.
Yeah.
And I remember having to go to work in the IE but like all the exits were closed. It literally turned into Gotham City. And I also have friends who I consider family that are in like the government or like LAPD. And I had to in a sense remind people that LAPD and ICE are so different.
Yeah.
There's such two different branches that I was worried about everyone's safety at that point. I was like, these people aren't here to harm you. They're not the same, but also like stand your ground. I'm all for it. Like, I wish I had the strength to stand there with them, but to see that community just come together during the protest, I was shocked. I was like, wow. And they're actually peacefully protesting. Yeah. I'm like, they're not the ones starting anything. They're not the ones causing havoc. And it's like, good for you guys.
Yeah, same here. You know, I live in the IE and I do speech therapy. So I have a lot of patients that are immigrant on Social Security and all that. So they stopped coming into sessions. We started doing telehealth, telling them it was okay, like if they were too scared to, you know, come to the clinic. So I just felt a heavy heart as well, because even like the landscapers I would see on my way to work, they weren't there.
Yeah.
And the ones that were there were covered up. Like you couldn't even see the color of their skin because that's how covered up they were. Yeah. So it's pretty intense. It's pretty.
Community is definitely living in fear, and it's heavy. And all I could do is just continue to just hope.
Yeah.
Just continue to move forward together and.
Yeah, you'd be shocked. Yeah, like I'm a big supporter in like small businesses. Obviously, that's how I found you. But also just like vendors and things like that. And I forgot whose birthday it was that same week, but I went to go get flowers at the flower district because that's the only place I'll get flowers. And it hurt. I was like, dang, everything's closed. Yeah, like there's like 3 vendors open. Yeah. And I'm like, wow. Yeah. That's hard. With your representation is a huge part of Viva La Bonita's DNA. So how do you navigate keeping the culture authentic while still growing a mainstream brand?
It's definitely been a challenge to, I think, get through to whenever we reach these like milestones and, we're working with bigger brands or we're getting these really big opportunities. Sometimes authenticity isn't really understood in the room, and intention. And it's not even done. I don't think I've ever encountered anything. I definitely haven't encountered anything where it felt disrespectful. It's just, I think the word authenticity has been thrown around so much that I think it gets lost in translation. And it's still like, no. Like, one thing you have to understand about the Latina community is that, like I said earlier, it's not a one size fits all. There's so many different cultures within the community. There's so many different, like, the way people were brought up. You throw in like religion into it. It's just, again, it's the Latino community is huge, and it's just so, I guess you could say it's just a mix of so much that I think for me it's always staying true to the mission of Viva La Bonita. And the mission of Viva La Bonita since inception has always been to empower the Latina community through basically preaching that mindset is everything, right? Yeah. So whenever I'm in these spaces, or even just whenever I'm in like this, I guess, time frame within the brand growing, right? I just always go back to, okay, is this aligning with empowering the Latina community's mindset? If it is, then we can continue to move forward. Yeah. And I think by me just basically having like that discipline with not letting go of what made Viva La Bonita in the first place has definitely been a compass for the brand to always stay on course.
Yeah.
That's good. Did you ever feel like you couldn't do it alone?
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And I mean, my husband is the co-founder of the brand, and he was the one that was like, content is going to be everything for this brand.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
Yes. And our content has to be really rooted in authenticity, and it has to tell the story. So he was like, listen, I'm all in with the brand. I'm going to help you bring this content to life. So I feel like I have been surrounded by people in my family who have supported me since the beginning. And I think my brand didn't really take off until I had my first baby. So I was like, holy, like
that's a lot.
I just like created a human and gave birth, and now I'm starting this business. And yeah, there were times where I think I would get in my head and I was like, dude, how am I gonna do this? Like, this is like, am I crazy? Like, I have to, like, this is a lot. Like, you know, like when you really break down what it takes to start something. And I had those moments, but I've had like my family in my corner, and I've also had my husband's family in our corner, kind of being like, hey, drop off the kids. Like,
oh, I love
you know,
that.
like we got
It's
you.
a good support system.
Very good support system. So, and I think as the brand grows, and even until present day, like I go through those moments where I'm like, okay, this is what's being asked of me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so scared. But I'm so scared, but I always just kind of, again, I lean on my family to kind of just put me in check and be like, hey, like, you got this. Like, you're good.
Yeah.
You know?
I love that.
So I feel like that feeling of, oh, I can't do this. I think as an entrepreneur, as a creative, it's always going to be lingering. It's all in how you like check yourself and talk to yourself and just organize.
Like
organize your life.
Yeah.
Like mindset is everything, right?
Mindset is everything, and the people who you surround yourself with.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Having a good
Exactly.
support system can
Everything.
change
Yeah.
everything.
Make you feel
Like,
invincible.
imagine you didn't have that.
Yeah.
Like, where would you be, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So what's something about being a Latina business owner that people don't talk about enough?
I think something that people don't talk about enough being a Latina business owner is that imposter syndrome that's just kind of always there. And I feel like, and I'm sure this applies to a lot of people, but I'm like, I feel like we're just, for some reason, I feel like it's embedded in us that we're always like, wait, are we like, can we be here in this space? Like, can I show up like as me, or do I have to put on like this mask?
Yeah.
And that's something that I think doesn't get talked about enough. And I wish that it would, because I think the more that people share how they overcome those feelings and they push through at the end of the day, will really inspire people. Because I've been in situations where I will be stuck, where I'm like, dude, I can't do this. And I'll be in that funk for like sometimes a week, sometimes a month. Like postpartum, my second baby, I felt like I was in this cloud for like a year.
Yeah.
And I just think that as a Latina business owner, I've just learned that I am enough. I am allowed to take up space. I deserve to dream beyond survival. And the Latino dollar, okay, is one of the most impactful. And I think that anybody who is trying to take up space in the Latino space, the Latina space, try it.
Yeah.
If you build it, they will come. That imposter syndrome is not going to go away. You just got to learn how to deal with it and just push through.
Yeah.
I'm a big victim of imposter syndrome, especially like with my profession. It's literally known to have imposter syndrome. So I love that you have it as well, and like you're sharing this so our viewers can hear, because I feel like everyone goes through it.
Yeah, even generationally, like when I do talk to like my grandma sometimes, I'm like, girl, I think you're having imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
Like, I think what you went through like years ago, I'm like, you could have probably done it, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, I just never had anybody tell me that I could. And that like those feelings were going to go away. So
I love that.
And it's nice to see that you're as big as you are, right? Your brand. And at the end of the day, it's like we all still go through the same problems.
Yeah.
yes.
And I feel like people always forget that, right? Like everyone knows me to be that person that, okay, if I can't find it, I'm gonna just make it. So I'm the same way. And it's like people only see the glorified part.
Yeah.
And people only see the fancy and the content and the nice stuff. And it's like, no, there's stuff behind that built this brand, that built who I am. And it's nice that you have that. Like, and you're willing to share that, you know, like to stay authentic the way you preach. And that's good. Can you share a challenge you faced in building Viva La Bonita that shaped you as the founder or as a founder and a creative?
Yeah, I think one of the challenges that I faced building Viva La Bonita in the beginning was kind of pushing through like the stereotypes of what it was to be like a Latina. Because I think mainstream media has a lot of fault in it, I think, for years of depicting the Latino community as just one way.
Yeah.
And I think that it's a long journey to really represent the Latino community as a whole. You know what I mean? And it's just a journey that we'll be on for years. But I also think that's like a beautiful thing because more and more like Latina creatives are going to have opportunities in the future to tell stories.
Yeah.
And that's why I always encourage people, like, tell your story. Like your story matters. It's cool. Like, and if somebody doesn't get it, it doesn't matter. Like
someone else will.
It doesn't matter. And I think for me, the challenge was constantly proving to not only like myself, but proving to the audience and to the internet, right? Because that's where I grew my brand. Like being a Latina, back to what I said earlier, is not a one size fits all.
Yeah.
So this 30-minute clip might not hit.
Yeah.
But as long as we understand that being a Latina is just being like, it's such a beautiful thing. It's something to be proud of. Take Viva La Bonita as an inspiration to just see that anything is possible. And again, we belong in all these different spaces. So I think for me, it's just, I always have the pressure of making sure that I don't want to let anyone down.
Yeah.
And I want to make sure that I represent everyone fully. So I think that's a challenge that I have, but it's a good challenge, right?
Yeah, that is a good challenge.
Yeah, it's something that, again, gives me big picture vision. And I'm like, my work is not done. I still got 20, 30 more years.
Yes, I love that. We want to
in
see you
this
keep
space
growing.
to continue
I
telling
love
stories.
I love it.
Good.
Okay, so on the flip side, what was a pinch me moment where you realize how impactful your brand has become?
A pinch me moment for Viva La Bonita was definitely when we had our first pop-up in the Bay Area. This was in 2019. Yes, this was in 2019. So when I was, looking at like our analytics and, it was time for us to take Viva La Bonita into like a real life space, I was like, whoa, the Bay Area, like we have a large community of like supporters there. And I'm like, okay, let's activate in the Bay Area. And I didn't know what to expect. Again, I'm like a prepper. I'm a planner. So I'm like, look,
She's a type A.
Yes.
I'm type B.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm okay, look, for my life in general, I'm very type B, type C, who knows? But when it comes to my business, I'm like, listen, I want to be successful, so I'm going to do everything that I need to do to set me up for success. Whatever the outcome is, it is what it is, right? So I was like, okay, cool, let's just go out there. We took a risk, but we also just moved with faith, and we had, I think, over 500 customers, like 500 girls show up throughout the weekend, or I think even like in one day. It was insane. And just having the opportunity to talk to like my customers face to face, and then basically telling me like, listen, I love your stuff. It's just, it's another t-shirt that I own, but you have really changed my life and how like I think about myself and how I think about my future. And that was a common conversation that I was having. So that was the first time that I think I ever actually heard somebody tell me like, Viva La Bonita has changed my life.
I love
and
that.
I'm introducing this brand to my daughters. I actually introduced this brand to like my tia. And I'm like, okay, this is hitting like a generational like level. And I'm like, that was what Viva La Bonita was supposed to be. It was supposed to be about connecting with our community through empowering them and changing their whole mindset.
That's
So
amazing.
that was definitely
A pinch me
a
moment.
pinch me moment. Yeah.
Wow.
Such a good brand. I love it. I love everything behind it.
Thank you.
So with the brand, obviously it's more than just a brand, right? It's a movement and a community. How intentional were you about creating that safe space?
I was very intentional from the beginning because, again, like when I was working retail and I had like that front row seat to like what was making these brands cool. Like I used to work at Tilly's. So at Tilly's, they, you know, had all the surf and skate brands. And I'm like, okay,
Whole bunch of graphic t-shirts everywhere.
and it's like not even like no shade, but I'm like, cool. Like I'm looking at how brands are performing and I'm like, what is making this brand like number one?
Yeah.
Like people are lining up outside the store. This is crazy. And it was like, okay, it's about the community and how you're making them feel.
Yeah.
And they, you know, they're proud to be a part of the brand.
Yeah.
So from the beginning, I've always been intentional. And I'm like, I really want to do something like that for the Latina community. Like, and it's definitely, again, something that I make sure that when I create something, whether it's like a quote that we post, like our quotes have been our thing since we started. Like, okay, how do I want to make the girls feel today?
I know.
Like,
Once they started making stickers, I was like, I want them on my laptop. Like,
yes, you know, and ultimately that's how we brought together our community, because then our Bonita started to see like and meet other girls within the space and being like, okay, we're like-minded. I'm really proud to be a part of this community. I'm really proud to be a part of it. Really proud to rep this brand. So that, again, that's been my mission since day one, and it still continues. And the way that it's shaped me, again, it keeps me in check. It keeps me on course, and I have to practice what I preach.
Yeah.
So I feel like I go back to some of like my archive and I'm like, yes, girl. I'm going to get it together today. Got you.
I love that.
Sometimes we just need that reminder, you know?
I know. I remember the first time I got a package and it came with stickers. I was just so excited. I was like, what a great brand. This is why I support small businesses. They care about me as a human being.
Oh, I love that. And honestly, one of the things that I'm also most proud of is that our brand has become like one of many blueprints, right? Like for women who want to start brands, and even just anyone who wants to start a brand, we've kind of become like a blueprint to what you can do and like how powerful it can be. So I have just been so proud of seeing the girls within our community start their own brands, and they're now taking up space in the internet and building their community. I'm like, dude, that is what it's all about. Like, it's not supposed to just be me.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to just be like one. It's supposed to be all of
Everyone.
us.
There's I tell people that all the time. I'm like, there's so much room at the top. We all can win at the same. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if we're in the same industry. It doesn't matter if we're the same like community. There's room for everybody. Like for instance, you and somebody else, you guys can both make t-shirts. People wear t-shirts twice a day, like more than twice a day, you know? Like,
and the more community building there is in not just the Latina space, but in spaces, the more community that there's built, I think the world will become a better place.
Yeah, even in like the podcast community, like there's so many that are up and coming, but they all have their own viewers, you know, and different mindsets and everything. So there's so much room for everyone just to grow.
And I was at work and someone was like, oh, like, I'm so proud of you and Christina. Like, you guys are really doing it. I really want to start a podcast. And my first question was, what's stopping you?
Yeah.
Like, what's stopping you? Honestly. And he was like, well, and I was like, well, I think tomorrow you should think about that. Because nothing stopped us. We just said, let's go. Let's do it, you know? And so he came back like a couple weeks later and he was like, you know, you really lit a fire under my butt. I was like, thanks. I'm glad. Because there's room for all of us, you know?
Exactly.
Because at first he asked to be a guest and I was like, well, you know, we're women based. We want to do like women features first. And then he goes, oh, I respect that. And I was like, but why not you? Why not you be the host or the main person of that? And he was like, you know what? I'm going to go tomorrow and I'm going to try. I'm like, good. You know, there's room for everybody. Everyone can win. The world is way too big for anyone to actually lose, to be honest.
Exactly.
Facts.
To be honest.
Period.
So, what's been the most beautiful thing you witnessed within the Bonita community?
I think the most beautiful thing that I've witnessed really has been like seeing our community not just support Viva la Bonita, but they're supporting themselves and they're supporting their dreams. And this past yesterday, we had a huge event with I Love Micheladas. So we experienced the community like face to face. I haven't been out doing things, activating for 2 years because again I was deep in motherhood. But you know, I'm back. And yesterday was the first time in a while that I experienced the Viva la Bonita community like right in front of my face and connecting with girls that I hadn't seen in years, and then them being like, girl, like, you know, I finally took a chance. Like I did it. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. And then even just people being like, dude, I'm so glad you're here. Like the vibes are so good. So just seeing like how happy like people were in the Viva la Bonita space, even if they weren't even shopping. Like I didn't even care yesterday because we had a pop-up shop. Yeah. I'm like, dude, the fact that you're here, you're taking pictures, we're sharing space, we're having conversations. So I think it's that. It's not only seeing the support that we've received from our community, because without them, we're nothing. Yeah. But seeing them support their dreams and now seeing them become who they wanted to become. They're going to school. They're securing that career. They're getting those promotions. You know, they're leaving toxic relationships and like, oh, I got married. Like I have kids now. Just again, I could go on and on, but just seeing the beauty of just the blooming that's happening in our community is just to see it firsthand is amazing.
Yeah, and then just still being connected to all of it. You know, like you're not one of those business owners that blow up and then they're
forget about, you know,
like
their
the community and like showing up.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was watching your story yesterday and I was just like, it looks so fun.
I know you guys have to. Okay, so I Love Micheladas. I'm about to plug them in. Okay, like they have these events every first Friday of the month.
Oh, that's crazy because in the Bay Area we have First Fridays.
Cool. So
and I've always wanted to know if there was one down here.
Okay, it's amazing. They usually do like brand takeovers. So usually they'll have like a brand activated. But yesterday was my first time going to one, and oh my god, it was insane. Everybody was just there to just have a good time, have fun.
Wait, where is this?
It was lit. They have it.
I'm just curious.
No, so we want to go next First Friday.
Okay, no, yeah, follow them. I Love Micheladas. Okay, it's they have them at the Beehive in LA. So it's a huge compound. Again, they activate. They bring together so many like just good energy. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but it was just a really good time. Everybody there was literally so happy. I did not see one person yesterday like not having a good time. Everybody was just there like having their enchiladas,
my favorite,
out with friends. Yeah. So, but yeah, that event was lit yesterday.
She's like, I'm still recovering.
Yeah, I'm like, well, that was the first time. I was like, 2 a.m. I'm like, who am I? Like, whoa.
That's so funny.
That's cool.
So with everything booming and you getting busy, how do you stay creatively inspired, especially as the brand evolves?
I think what keeps me creatively inspired is the fact that I have always moved with intention, right? And I have to basically give my team flowers. Sorry. You're fine. I have to give my team flowers because since the beginning, we've always created from an authentic space. And like, what is it that makes this neighborhood beautiful that we're proud of? Who are the people that we're shooting with? Like all of my models are my customers and they've been friends and they keep me inspired. And I think when we create from a space of authenticity and we're creating for the girls from the community and it is by a girl from the community, we're always going to be inspired because I think our essence of our community is always serving inspiration in so many ways.
So then are you still creative director and everything?
I am.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
I wear many hats.
Yeah.
many, many hats. And yeah, I mean, my next goal for the brand is to start connecting more like through community. And I really want to make sure that, you know, I continue to be the universe will continue to bring me really great people, because without my team, I'm nothing.
Yeah.
But I wear many, many hats. And one day I hope to take one of them off, but I'm still waiting for that. For that.
I love that.
She's
right
like, Mom,
person.
and then everything else.
Yeah. It's
Her
fun,
hat's
though.
as tall as Cat in the Hat.
No,
You're so
it's fun, though.
inspirational.
As stressful as it is, it's a privilege to do what I do. And it's like the life that I prayed for. So I don't take it for granted.
Yeah.
So as stressful as it can be, at the end of the day, I make sure that I have fun and I'm just happy with what I'm doing.
That's
I love
good.
that. Okay, so what advice would you give to other creatives or entrepreneurs who are trying to build something meaningful?
The advice that I would give to somebody creating something meaningful would be to not make yourself smaller to fit in. If you have a vision and you don't see that vision elsewhere, so maybe you're thinking, oh, because I don't see it, it's probably not going to work. It's actually a good thing. Like, I think creating something out of nothing is very hard.
Yeah.
But I think that as long as you move with intention and you have like your why, and I always tell people your why should be you first. Like, I understand that we all have our different whys, but make sure that you are part of your whys, because I think when you start to build something and create something, and you always kind of look back to you and your mission. As long as you're just tapped into that energy of not being afraid to follow through on your vision, and not to dim your light to make others feel uncomfortable, you're gonna win. And if somebody doesn't support it, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Like, it's your vision for a reason, and when you build it, they will come.
Yeah.
Like, the community that's gonna understand you is eventually gonna find you. So just be patient and stay on course and really just believe in yourself.
Yeah. It's crazy because, like, even with us starting this podcast, like, I'm new here. I just moved down here 2 years ago. And it was kind of hard, where it was like there was this big fear in the back of my mind where I was like, am I doing this too early? But then also there's a lot of people who were like, why are you and Christina? What do you guys even have to say?
Yeah.
But then if you go through our comments, there's girls that are like, dude, I listened this week and it really hit home. Or like,
even the DMs too. Like, I needed to hear what you guys were saying. I was feeling that. Yeah. It just makes us feel so powerful.
Yeah. You never know who's listening, who's watching. And if you impacted one person, like, that already is doing a lot more than what you think you're doing.
Yeah. And that's what I was telling this person, because he tried to roast me for the podcast. And I was like, well, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. What are you doing?
Like, what are you
Let
doing?
me tell you, somebody who is busy, minding their own business, being a good person, has zero time or space to hate. So
exactly.
I
that
always
part.
tell people it says more about them than you.
Yeah, like, something's not right with them. They're
Right.
projecting.
You're
for sure.
projecting.
Yeah. Like, even in the gym, I had someone come up to me and say, like, hey, I watched your podcast. Thank you for being so vulnerable.
Yeah.
Because again, with social media and like even some other podcasts, everybody puts up a front, so everybody that's watching or viewing, they think everybody has a great life. But when me and her are vulnerable, it makes it more relatable.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, they look happy, they're pretty, or just like they're successful. Oh, dang, they actually are going through it.
Yeah.
Oh, they went through that. I went through that. I'm going through it right now. So
no, vulnerability, I think, is something that a lot of people, I just think it's missing in our spaces, and being transparent, and not everybody has to lay out all their cards, but if you guys are being called to do that, that's amazing, because it's really going to help a lot of people.
I generally feel like a lot of the things, so trials and tribulations I go through to help other people. I feel like definitely, because I always have people that come up to me, and like, people always share. I'm always that person where animals, babies, and then strangers tell me their life.
Yeah.
And they'll tell me what they're going through, and I'm like, I went through something similar, and this is what I did to help me,
to
and
overcome.
Yeah, to overcome it and help me and everything like that. So,
And I feel like, because when people see us and they know us, they're like, oh, they're so funny. They're so goofy. And then we sit here, and I've been told a lot of times, they're like, I look at you and Christina so differently. And I'm like, yeah, you never know. Like, I'm known for dancing on tables and chairs and things like that and getting lit. Yeah. But then, like, a lot of people were like, no, you and Christina are real. Like, I didn't know that. I look at you women different. And I'm like, good. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
You know, like, you never know what someone's going through. You never know, like, how far back it's been. You know, it's like, it's nice to have a space and a brand that is safe enough to share. And so I think that's what's helped us for sure. Yeah. But with your brand, Viva La Bonita, before the next question, what's some of the biggest collaborations you've had so far that you're so proud of?
Oh, gosh.
All of them, obviously.
Yes, I'm proud of everything that the brand has accomplished, and the spaces we've been in. I think my proudest collab, I would have to say, was with, I would say, the Angel City Football Club. We had a collaboration with LA, basically the first LA women's soccer team. Oh, yeah. And
that's so cool.
It was such an amazing, like, opportunity to have and collab on something so, like, meaningful for, like, the soccer community. I mean, my son started playing soccer, and one of my best friends, her daughter's in soccer, and just when you immerse yourself in, like, the sports world, like, I know there's a lot of funny content out there where it can be toxic, but I have met some of the most incredible moms and dads, honestly, in the soccer community, and just the way they go so hard for their kids, and then you hear, like, you know, they go so hard for, like, a team. I'm like, dude, that's community. Yeah, like, that's the culture of community, and, you know, being a part of Angel City, the Angel City space, a club, right, that is so representative and so down for, like, the LA community. It was just an honor. It was fun. I had a blast, and it's definitely a moment I'll never forget. Sure. And I mean, getting in retail spaces, that's fun. It was cool. And again, I think for me, I like to give myself and my team flowers and my community, but I just hope that all of these things that we've accomplished, again, will continue to inspire anyone out there that anything is possible.
1,000%.
Anything is possible. You don't have to have it all planned out from the get, but just know that anything is possible. And if you move with intention and love, some of your craziest dreams are going to come.
1,000%. So with that said, what's next for Viva La Bonita?
What's next for Viva La Bonita? So I feel like right now we are entering, like, 2026, we are entering, like, a new space. Like, the last 2 years, I feel like I really had to slow down, not just because I was going through everything postpartum, but I think it was life's way of being like, girl, I need you to stop right now, and I need you to really understand what you've created and what you've built, and your mission has always been this, so this is what you need to do next. And so I really had an opportunity to slow down this past 2 years, and one of the things that I really want to do for Viva La Bonita next is start to reconnect through community versus just connecting through products. Yeah. Because I feel like we went through the pandemic, right? Yeah. And so I feel like people were still trying to, like, people were still leaning on the brand, and it's like, okay, I'm still feeling connected, but I'm going to buy a shirt, I'm going to buy a poster, I'm going to buy a sticker or whatever. And it was amazing. I loved the support we received. But now I feel like post-pandemic,
you're right.
We're all in a new space, and I think community now is needed more than ever. Yeah. So I really hope to just activate in a way where our community will be able to come together, and it's not just about the shopping. It's not just about
like yesterday. Yesterday's event.
It's about coming out and experiencing each other, you know, and hopefully we get inspired by. You're going to meet someone and they're going to, you know, become somebody in your life that is going to contribute to, you know, your trajectory. And that's my goal. My goal for the next phase of Viva La Bonita is just to get back to connecting with the community, whether it's through, like, unique activations, unique collaborations, panels, podcasts, you know, and this is the stuff I think that truly, really matters to me, because this is the stuff that really is impactful, and I think really gives all of us a moment to just reflect
Yeah.
and be like, okay, I got this.
Yeah.
I could do this.
Especially because you're like the bloodline, you know,
Yeah.
of the whole brand. And it's nice to like last night or like today, you being able to be in those spaces and be in the room. And it's like, she's the face of the brand, but
Yeah.
it's like, she's a great person too,
Yeah.
you know? Like you're not at
really-
all doing it for
Yeah.
just the money.
I'm like really inspired by you. I am. I'm in
Thanks,
awe.
girl. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Anytime, hit me up. You need to have a yap sesh? I'm here.
Okay, so how do you define success for yourself right now?
Success for myself right now, I guess truly, like for me personally, it really has nothing to do with like, okay, like having a brand like Viva la Bonita, yes, that was a whole mission. You know,
Yeah.
my whole mission was to create something that was going to sustain my life, right? And so something that was going to be able to provide for myself and my family for me to do this every day. That was the big, that's the goal. But I think the big picture vision for me was to really live life on my own terms. Like as
Yeah.
busy as I am, I still get to spend time with my kids
Yeah.
more than ever. I'm still able to drop off my kid at school and pick him up
Yeah.
whenever. I'm there, you know, after school, and you know, my kids are a part of like the Viva la Bonita world.
I
And
love that.
yeah, so to be able to build something like super impactful, but still be able to be there for like my loved ones at
Mhm.
any given time, to me, that's success.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
That
definitely
is
living
success.
life on my own terms, and I don't know, it's a crazy
Yeah.
feeling.
I
Crazy
love that.
feeling.
Has it ever been hard to like balance motherhood and your brand?
Mhm.
Yes, for sure. Because I feel like whenever I talk to like moms in the Viva la Bonita space, we all deal with the guilt.
Mom guilt is real.
Yeah.
The guilt of being like, shit, like I just dropped off my kids. I was literally just telling my husband right now, I'm like, dude, I feel like we haven't really hung out with the kids for like the last 48 hours because we've been so go.
Yeah.
But it's overcoming that mom guilt. And I recently saw something like online where it said that you really shouldn't feel guilty because guilt is a feeling that doesn't come from God.
I love that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah.
And you know, the path that you're on is God given.
Mhm.
So you need to take full advantage of it. As long as you know like what your mission is, you're not doing anything wrong
Yeah.
for your kids. If anything, like, you know, you need to kind of step away from the house and go handle your business for your kids.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
eventually it's taking care of them. So I've just, that hit and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You know? So I think that is just understanding like mom guilt, it's there, but it's not real. Like,
Yeah, it's not
you
real.
know,
Yeah.
like you're doing this not only for yourself, but if you are a parent listening to this, whenever you're trying to, you know, make something of yourself, at the end of the day, this is going to help your kids, and your
Yeah.
kids are going to be inspired by you in ways that maybe you'll never find out, because
Yeah.
as they grow up, maybe they're never going to tell you.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
you're, you know, so I don't know, that's something that I deal with, but I've learned how to kind of just silence
Yeah.
those voices.
And it's nice to hear because we're not moms yet.
Yeah. And
know?
and I hear at work because my coworkers, they have kids
Mhm.
and they'll do things for themselves, and then the mom guilt, you know,
Yeah.
they talk about mom guilt, and I'm like, I've never really experienced that, but to hear you know, share that, I'm really grateful.
Yeah, no, of course. And honestly, I think the second thing that's the hardest, so I'll keep it real, is just that you're being stretched in so many places.
Yeah.
And you're being pulled in so many different directions, because I always tell people when you become parents, like you become a parent.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, yes, you do become secondary, but that's the whole point. Like for a
Right.
period of time, like your kids are going to come first. So like, don't be afraid to just immerse yourself in the sports world. Immerse yourself in what they like. They're
Yeah.
little humans. They have likes and desires.
Yeah.
So I think it's that, is trying to be in all these different places at once. But you'll figure it out. I don't know. I feel like parents, whenever you talk to parents as a collective, you're like, dude, I don't know. Like,
we're all just trying to figure it out.
I just figured it out. I don't know what to tell you. Like, you're gonna figure it out.
There's no rule book. There's
no rule book. But I always say, kids, do not kill your dreams.
Yeah,
so don't be afraid to, again, in the future, if kids are in for your future, amazing. But don't be afraid to understand that kids don't kill your dreams. And if anything, they're going to motivate you.
Yeah.
It's going to be harder, but it's not impossible.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that because all my girls are moms.
Mm-hmm.
Like back home, all of my girls, my sister's a mom. And I tell them all the time, most of them are single mothers. And I'm like, just do it. Like we all come from villages where it's like, mom will watch my niece. Like, just go do it, you know? But it's that mom guilt, that fear where it's like, well, I have to be a mom first. Like I hate when people are like, my sister specifically, when she's like, oh, I'm Avi's mom. I'm like, no, you're still Ariel.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You know? Yes. Or like my best friend, Chriselle, when she's like, I'm Kobe and Mimi's mom first. I'm like, you're still Chriselle. Mm-hmm. Like, you're still Sydney. You are still you. And you should still check up on you. Yes, of course, you're a mom. And it comes with all of it. But it obviously, I'm glad that you said it because I'm not a mom yet. So it's like a lot of people might look at me and be like, well, what do you know? And it's like, okay, yeah, you're right. But I have 5 godkids.
No, I need moms to give themselves more credit because it's like, and dads too.
Yes, 100%.
Dads.
Yeah.
I always got to shout out the dads. But I think parents need to give themselves more credit because it's like, yes, do it for your kids, but you need to do it for you first. Because when you do things for you first, it's like happy parents, happy kids, happy mom, happy kids, happy dad, you get it. So I just tell people, like, listen, yes, parent first. I love that. But what are you doing for you to become a better parent?
1,000%. So if you could leave our listeners with one reminder about embracing their inner Bonita, what would it be?
Gosh, a reminder to embrace your inner Bonita, honestly, is to unapologetically show up as yourself. Don't dim your light to make others feel uncomfortable. Don't make yourself small to fit in spaces. You are meant to take up space and to be you and to own it and to just honestly believe in yourself. I know it's easy. It's easier said than done, but I think do the best that you can every day for yourself. Just do one good thing for you, because at the end of the day, we're all we got. Like, you are all you got.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you are the one that's going to make your dreams come true and, help you achieve and navigate through life. So, yeah, choose you. Take care of you.
I love that.
I love that.
I love that.
I really love that. Okay. So, we always close off with your humble and honest take. What's one humble and honest truth you'd leave with our listeners right now?
A humble and honest truth is, girl, nobody is going to come and save you. That
lock it.
That has been again, I think it goes back to like the women that raised me.
Yeah.
Hey, cool. I know that happened, but what are you going to do to just get yourself out of it and push through? So yeah, you are the one that's going to save you. You are the one that's going to make your craziest dreams come true. You are the one that's going to make you happy. So self-love is so important. And it's on you, baby girl.
I love that.
I love that.
What about you, sis? What's your humble and honest take for today?
It would have to be move with love and intention, like how you said. And also, your mindset is everything. If you don't have a strong mindset, a powerful mindset, then you're not going to get anywhere.
Yeah. That's a good one.
What about you, sis?
My humble and honest take is to stay authentic. No matter how big you get, no matter how much it blows up, stay true to you. And if you have a brand, your mission statement, and always go back to that because there's a reason for it. So that's my humble and honest take. And thank you guys for listening. We will be back next week. Thanks, Rachel.